All right. Tulsa here goes up against Washington in this one. So, well, Washington, they got to play some crazy games from teams and all over and get used. But they're at home here in this one. They're favored by 34 and a half. Let's see. Yeah, 34, maybe 34 now. The total 65 and a half in this one with Tulsa and Washington. All right. Well, this is one of those ugly ones here, certainly again. Maybe I should have quit while I was ahead. Uh, this one opened. There were some openers as low as 30, but I think for the most part, you end up laying about 34 points here with Washington. There was some steam that came in on Tulsa because the spread I saw as high as 35 and a half, and now it's back down to 34 and a half. This total maybe has bounced around a little bit. The reported steam did come in on the under in this game, but now it's settled at 65 and a half. I've seen a window here of 67 and a half to 64 and a half. So I don't know where I sit necessarily on the total in this one, but Tulsa here, they played Thursday last week. They played Pine Bluff. They didn't cover. They were favored by 40 points. They won 42-7. Braxton had a couple of picks, and he was injured. Tulsa trailed early. The backup came in. He's a freshman, and then they scored 4 touchdowns. So we'll see if Cardell Williams. We'll see what's going on here in this game with Tulsa. But I mean, they're up against the Huskies, and we know Penix, 450 yards, 5 touchdowns last week in the win over Boise, 56-14. They blew them out in the second half. It was 28-12 at halftime. Boise was winning early. Boise was winning at one point, 9-7. Now Huskies got a big one on deck. They're going to go to East Lansing next week. We'll see. Look, I think they'd still rather have Braxton. We'd rather have Braxton in there at this point. Williams was facing an FCS team, and they were 40-point favorites. So you definitely want Braxton in here and not making his first start here in this one. But I do want to know about the status of the quarterback. I'm going to give out Tulsa here in this one, and I think it's still going to be based on, look, the line may move even further if Braxton is officially ruled out, because I think right now it's questionable and may even get more points out of it. I'm going to be playing the spot here on Tulsa with Washington. Got a trip to Michigan State on deck. This is a game, home game, the non-conference home games. This is when you play, some other guys a little bit too. This is a chance, because once you get into the regular season, there's no guarantees. So these spots, when you see these, I promise you, it's not a blanket statement, but when you're laying this many points in these first couple of games, thank you, Dave. We haven't planned on when we're doing NFL yet, but got Mindy back, and we're going to get back into a more consistent program, and thankful to have her back. Thank you for your contributions today. So, yeah, just reserves get in there more frequently in the, last home game before you get into the big, conference games sometimes, and you just don't know if they'll get a chance to play. So sometimes that's what you do when you're up 49-7, you're up 49-14, 56-14, something like that. That's what happens. So I'm going to take Tulsa here in this one